going to be filming a Marshall's makeup try-on and kind of like haul. I did go to Marshall's the other day to film and I could not help myself. There were so many great things that I really wanted to try for a tutorial, review, little videos. So I picked up some stuff and I couldn't wait to share it with you guys, so I wanted to film this right away. This is the look I created. I love it. It's like a super soft glam and I cannot wait to tell you what I used to get this look because these products, you guys, are, spoiler alert, 10 out of 10. So if you want to find out how I did this makeup and my thoughts on some of these new Marshall's products, then just keep watching. This is the tutorials kind of section of my Budget Beauty Buy series. If you guys have never seen those before, I go around to Marshall's and TJ Maxx, Burlington, and I find high-end makeup at discounted prices. I have a playlist linked down below if you guys want to see when I go shopping in the store. I film those every single week. So if you like that style of video, you will definitely like my channel. So please subscribe. It's the red button down below. Also tap the notification bell so you do not miss out on my future videos. I upload tons of fun beauty content every single week. And let's get on into it. If you guys want to find out what is in my Marshall's haul and what products were fire, then just keep watching. Okay guys, so let's just dive into what I got and start trying it all on. I have a lot of, well, not a lot of, but a couple Marc Jacobs things, and I got some really good finds and some good deals. So everything I got is from Marshall's, and then the stuff that I don't have, say like lips or maybe like a blush, I'll try and just fill in the gaps with other stuff I have previously purchased from TJ Maxx or Marshall's. So as always, I think I'm going to start out with eyes, just so in case I get anything on my face, I could wipe it away before we move on to the complexion and face products. So the first thing I picked up and found in the clearance section was this huge Cara palette. It's called Cara Duo. And if you guys saw my last TJ Maxx video, I think that was maybe like 2 months ago, I loved that look and I had used a purple Cara Beauty palette. It's like purple and pink. I'll show you guys. This guy right here, I absolutely love this palette. I've used it several times after I filmed that video and the quality is amazing, and this was like $4.99 or like $5.99. This one is a huge palette with a lot of pretty neutrals, and this actually I found on clearance for only $5. So I was like, oh my gosh, that's a score. And it didn't have like the outer carton, so I was a little nervous when I opened it because I was like, oh no, what if it's like swatched? But it still had the plastic cover and it looked perfect to me. So here is what the palette looks like. We have some shimmers, we have like a fun funky kind of glitter, and then a lot of neutral matte shades. So definitely can come up with a really pretty look with this. It kind of reminds me of like the Too Faced palettes. You guys know the ones I'm talking about, like the ones with the pretty floral design and the birds. Kind of reminds me of that color story. So I'm gonna go ahead and prime my eyes first, and I use this all the time. It's the Marc Jacobs Undercover Primer. I've been using this in like every single video, and it is a great primer. I think Marc Jacobs has some awesome products, and there has been some chatter on my page, like my comment section when I do budget beauty buys, and also there's been comments on like Instagram pages that Marc Jacobs might be closing down because a lot of his stuff has been on mega clearance, and of course we've seen like all the collections at TJ Maxx and Marshall's, which not usually the best signs. There is a little bit of chatter about that. I don't know how true it is. Of course, we don't have any official news, but we have been seeing a lot of brands kind of go under recently. If you've been paying attention to all the makeup news, then it's been pretty common, so I wouldn't really be surprised. However, I would be sad because I do really like his products. Matte shade in here, it's called Minimalism, which I'm really excited that there is. You guys know how I feel about my matte shades, so I'm gonna dip into that as my first shade to also set the primer. I'm just gonna go ahead and dip into that matte shade and put that over top the primer. You guys know how it goes. This is always my first step with eyeshadow. And this is a really nice matte shade. It's applying nice and creamy. Off your crease brush. I'm gonna dip into this shade right here. It's like a light pink called Awaken. And I'm gonna just put this into the crease. But it's really just to start warming up our crease and getting something building. Then I'm gonna go in with the shade Luxe. It's like a little bit of a deeper brownish pink. I'm taking that same brush and I'm just gonna again go in my crease. Find these palettes on sale. I think that is, I mean, they're obviously already affordable, but that is probably one of like the best ways to get them because they're already cheap, but so to get them on a sale even more is the best. I'm gonna go in with this shade Just Peachy. It's a little bit deeper, and I'm gonna put that into the crease with a little bit of a tighter crease brush. Now this is gonna focus the color more, and I like to use a lot of shades. You don't have to do this, but I just like to build up the crease. I feel like it makes for a more like dimensional kind of eye look. I've not heard the new Elevation Worship song. Well, it's not really new-ish anymore, but it's called Gyra. You guys, it is so good. I listen to it every day when I'm doing my worship session, and I just put it on either my computer or my TV and just worship, and it is such a good song. Oh my gosh, you guys have to listen to it. J-I-R-E-H. Type that into YouTube and it'll say Maverick City and Elevation Worship. You guys will absolutely love it. The way the crease is looking, hopefully it's showing up nice on camera. I'm using a different lens in camera today, but I hope it's coming out decent. I never know. I don't have like a big screen or anything to like see what I'm doing. Hopefully when I have a bigger space, I will get that and I'll be able to see what I'm doing. Okay, I'm gonna take this Japanesque brush for the outer corner. So many colors in here to play with. I'm gonna start out first with the shade Transition. What a great name, this one right here. And I'm gonna first work that into the outer corner. And again, we're just gonna be layering is really what we're gonna be doing. My chair that I film in is so squeaky. Oh my goodness. I actually need a new chair because this one is just so shot. It is so dirty. It has makeup all over it. I have cleaned it many times with like soap and let it dry. But I think it's time for a new chair. But I love this chair. It is so comfortable. That's why I haven't gotten rid of it, because I love it. Okay, that is a nice shade. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take Partner in Crime, which is the shade right next to it. It is a little bit deeper. Take a little bit of a tighter, smaller crease brush. Obviously this is more of a brown tone palette, so you are generally going to get more brown tone look. I'm playing with as many colors as I can, but so far the quality of these shadows, it's really good. Just as I remember from the La Chica Enamorada palette, this one is honestly just as good. So I'm really focusing this on this outer edge right here, so it's like a gradient of colors from that lighter shade. And I want to go a little bit deeper too in the outer corner, so I'm going to go into the shade Hot Cocoa. It's this one all the way at the end right here. I'm using that same brush because I love this brush, and I'm going to just pick up a tiny bit, tap off the excess, and again just work that into the outer corner. They're just like browns, but I do really like all the tones of the shades that I'm using, and they're applying really nicely. So hopefully this helps you guys if you are on the fence about trying Kara Beauty palette. A lot of you guys told me in previous videos too that I kind of helped you like get a Kara Beauty palette, or I convinced you to get one, which I thought was really cool too. Take a flat synthetic brush and a thicker concealer, like the Tarte Shape Tape. You can use the CoverGirl one. You can use any thicker concealer that you have to carve out this little area right here where we have no product yet. And I like to use something flat like this that has a sharp edge because it helps me carve out this spot right here. So you want something that's not too flexible. Like even this brush I'm actually using, it's honestly a little too flexible. So we're just blanking out this whole area. Gonna wet my brush a little before I dip into my shimmer shade, and I think for my shimmer I was deciding between two. Luminescence, it's a shimmery sparkly pink. Oh, hello sparkle. Oh, it's like a chunky sparkle, but I'm here for it. I like it. So I saw on Instagram that TJ Maxx, like the higher end runway ones, are now carrying like wedding dresses. So I mean, I don't need a wedding dress, but I was thinking it would be fun to try them on. So I'm gonna try to go there when I like have my makeup cute and maybe like do a video of trying them on in case any of you girls are interested, or maybe you're looking for a wedding dress. I don't know. I thought it would be something fun to do. Or just sparkly one. Oh my gosh, maybe I'll just like take pictures in it because it's so pretty. It's literally just all sparkles, and it is a little bit like has a deep V in the front. A little bit more of a chunky glitter, but I like it. It really brightens up my eye. Can you see like the difference between this one and this one? Putting it into the browns over here, very lightly, just tapping. This color, speaking of like wedding dresses, I feel like this palette would be the perfect bridal palette. A little bit of this shade, it's called Catch Up Sis. It's like a shimmery gold, and I'm thinking I'm just gonna spray my brush once more, and I'm gonna put that right in the center because I just want something like right here, like right here. Same brush. I'm kicking myself. I really wanted to try lashes from TJ Maxx. I'm just gonna go into that matte shade again, which is called Minimalism, and just touch up the brow bone and all around these edges. This is one of my favorite TJ Maxx Marshall finds. It's the Stila Smudge Kajal in Nude. I'm gonna go ahead and add this to my waterline. This is one of my favorite waterline products. Just is like a really natural, pretty way to brighten up the waterline without using like a stark white. I'm gonna do eyeliner next. I'm gonna use this FMG Glimmer Liner from Avon. This is just like the black shade. It's called Tornado. I think I mentioned to you guys I've been really into gel liners recently. I just think they're so like matte and creamy. I just really like them. At my lower lash line and just draw up, and then I draw in. And I'm using a little liner brush. And you can always go over it with a liquid liner after if you want to like perfect it. Okay, one wing down. I'm gonna go do the other wing off camera so I don't bore the crap out of you guys, so I will be right back. Guys, a liner is on, and next up I do have a mascara primer to play with, which I cannot wait to try. This I found and I was literally so excited. It's something I've been wanting. It is the Marc Jacobs Velvet Primer Epic Lash Primer. You wear this underneath your mascara and it makes your lashes more voluminous, it makes them thicker. You guys know how primers work. I've used them many times on my channel. I had heard previously, like years ago, that this was really good. A little TikTok on it, and I fell in love with it so far. This will be my second time using it. The first time was just a first impression. L'Oreal Oversized Bambi Eye Mascara, and I loved it the first time I used it. So let's see how I feel about it today when I use it with the Marc Jacobs primer. This is what the packaging looks like. It's super cute. It kind of reminds me of Fenty. So it actually is interesting. The primer is like a beige color rather than a white color, which is what we're used to seeing. So here's what it looks like. Oh, and I didn't tell you guys the price. This was $7.99, so I thought that was pretty reasonable, kind of in line with like a drugstore price. Set this out on this eye, and I did already curl my lashes. And I like to put primers both on the bottom, and I also put them on top of my lashes. I actually kind of like the flesh tone shade. It's a little less overwhelming than some of the white primers. Deposit too much on the lash because then I just feel like it's hard to cover. L'Oreal Bambi Eye Mascara. This is the wand. It kind of comes to a tip. It's flexible. It is a rubber bristle wand, which usually I'm not a fan of, but this one, I don't know, it kind of caught me by surprise. And it does have Bambi on the packaging. I do let the mascara primer sit for a little bit. You don't want it to sit too long because then it will get too tacky. So going on top. And I like this mascara from what I used it the first time. I like that it could layer nicely. Now we have that primer underneath, so it was already good on its own, so I'm like, it could only get better. Ooh, I'm seeing a lot of thickness from the primer for sure, like thickening up the lashes. And I'm going on top, and I'll show you guys the before and after so you can see. Wow, so I feel like my lashes look super thick on one coat. I don't think they look long, I just feel like they look thick, kind of like I'm wearing a nice pair of false lashes. So here is before and here is after one coat with the Marc Jacobs mascara primer. Okay, I'm gonna go in for a second coat, see how this comes out. I feel like this also might do well with a lengthening primer. It looks really good. Definitely gave my lashes a thick look, like I was saying. Gives you definitely a false lash look. So I think this is great. The Marc Jacobs primer, I definitely see a thickening difference with this. I will continue to use that for sure. Okay guys, we're gonna move on to face, and I was thinking I don't have a primer, at least I don't think so, from TJ Maxx. So I'm just gonna use this Revolution Pore Perfecting Primer. This is kind of like a dupe for a Tatcha primer, the Silk Canvas. So I'm just gonna pick up a little bit with my fingers, and I did moisturize already, so I'm just gonna press this into my skin like this. And I definitely do see a little bit of a blurring effect with this primer. Okay, I have a new foundation to try out that I picked up on clearance, and I was so excited about this. It is the BeautyBlender Bounce Liquid Whip Longwear Foundation. You guys have been seeing this in my Budget Beauty Buys videos for couple months now. This was like one of the really cool things they came out with this year, and I knew it was eventually going to go on clearance because there were so many shades, and usually when there is a lot of something, it'll end up on clearance, so you kind of just have to wait it out like a couple months. So I did, and I picked up the shade Blend 2.30 Warm, or W. They had neutral colors, they had cool colors, and I was trying to decide which one would suit me best. I was on the website at the store looking at swatches, and I thought this one would probably work for me. I did want something warm. I prefer a warm tone rather than a cool tone because I am more yellow undertones. So this was $7 clearance. I thought that was a really good deal. A lot of like back and forth with people. Some people didn't like it, some people did like it. But the retail price is $40, but it's on sale everywhere for $20, so I still got an amazing deal on this. So let's try it out. I wonder if BeautyBlender is going to go into any more cosmetics. This is what the packaging looks like. It has this little like rester where you're supposed to rest your Beauty Blender. There's kind of like an indent in it. And then this side, you could see the color of the foundation. And then here's the little spout where the foundation comes out of. I want to use a brush and a sponge. So this is my TJ Maxx sponge. I love this thing. It is so soft and squishy. You guys pick this up. I'm forgetting the brand name of this, blanking out, but you see these all the time at TJ Maxx, this orange sponge. It's very much like the Real Techniques one, except it's so soft and squishy when you wet it. I love the texture. And then IT Cosmetics sent me their Heavenly Luxe complexion brush. They also sent me their concealer, which I've been using over the past couple weeks, and I really like it. It's very full coverage. So this is the all over brush, and then this side is the concealer brush. So for the claims on this foundation, it says it's weightless, buildable, full coverage, yet gives a natural matte finish. I mean, that sounds good to me. It says wears up for 24 hours, bare skin, yet fully full coverage, silky smooth, developed with exclusive hyper whip process that whisks it into a light as air texture, never chalky or lifeless. It has multi-dimensional effect, like naturally gorgeous, healthy skin, available in 40 shades. Okay, let's try it out first. Look at this and rest the sponge and then see if it, oh wait, there's like a little button. You have to press the button to get the foundation to come out. So I'm gonna rest my sponge here. And away we go. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, I mean, I shouldn't have even put that much because I didn't know. Dang, okay, that is full coverage. First impression. Hello. That's actually a pretty good color for me. I am pretty shocked. Okay. I have some more redness on this side, so when I get to the brush, we'll see. Does look like a natural finish so far. It has a little bit of sheen. I'm not seeing like a full matte finish. Always go in the nose crease. Do you guys put foundation under your eyes? I usually leave that part blank and save it for concealer. Really nice. You guys see the little bit of glow that my skin has? Looks good. So let's go in now with the brush. I'm again gonna use this IT Cosmetics brush. I'm not gonna take as much as I did on the other side because now I know. I'm gonna buff this in, just doing little swirly motions. I do have like 2 little red marks down here, so that'll be a good test. Definitely feel like the brush side looks a little bit more matte, obviously because I don't have that wetness from the sponge. So I always say if you want more of a matte coverage, go with a brush. The sponge is going to give you a little bit more dew to your face. Actually, I really like the brush coverage. I feel like it looks nice and natural. Gonna add a little more to spot conceal down here. And I am liking it. I think it looks really good. It doesn't look cakey. It feels lightweight. It's not patchy. It's not accentuating any dry spots on my skin. I like the brush side better. I don't know why. I just like it better. I feel like it looks more matte, where this side looks a little bit more shiny, like I was saying. So brush side wins for me, and I think this is really nice. I like the coverage. Insanely, like, I don't feel like I have a heaviness on my face. I don't feel like I'm wearing a mask, which is always perfect for me. I don't like that heavy cakey feeling, at least not really anymore. Okay, so next up we're gonna try a concealer, and I actually found new shades in this. It is the Cafe Marc Jacobs Extra Shot Caffeine Concealer and Foundation. So I had previously only been finding this in the deep shade, and then yesterday when I was shopping, they had rolled out the new cart of items, and they had light and they also had medium. So I grabbed light, and I was reading reviews on it, as I do, and a lot of people were saying oh my gosh, a concealer or a foundation, but I decided I wanted to use it today as a concealer. So I haven't even opened this like up to see what it looks like, so let's take a look. See, this is a very new launch, you guys. Like, they just came out with this, so it's a really pretty big bottle. Kind of reminds me of like the Too Faced Born This Way, that big guy. So it has a pretty gold cap, and I think it has that big doe foot wand. Yes, it does. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply this. I'm gonna go on the side of my nose. I thought it was gonna smell like coffee, much to my disappointment. It does not, because I think it does have caffeine in it. Let's blend it out with the sponge. Okay. We're blending out. We're blending out. Actually, let me use this side. I think it covered my dark circles too well on this side, though. I mean, a little bit, but not too much. Let's try this side. I remember people, I guess, not loving this, but I don't know if they didn't love it as a foundation. I don't know, because I didn't watch any reviews on it. I just kind of remember a couple little like quick reviews, and then I'm going to use the IT brush to blend this. See, I feel like when you use the brush, it absorbs less product than the sponge, so you have more coverage. I think the brush side won for me again, because I like the coverage with the brush better. Definitely a medium lightweight coverage concealer. It's not very thick, but it actually is kind of a nice medium consistency, which I tend to like. I say that a lot in my videos when something's not too thick or not too thin. It's kind of in between there. Like, it feels natural, because sometimes I feel like when a concealer is a little too cakey, like that IT one is thick, so you can kind of see it caking in your lines. So it's like you have a toss up between a concealer that's not as thick, but then it doesn't have that true like coverage, or you have something like this where you can kind of see a little bit more dark circles, but it's not going to cake up in your line. So it's kind of picking between those two poisons, I guess you want to call it. Actually, I think it looks nice with the foundation. Milani Prep Set and Glow Translucent Powder. And this is just like a flat, fluffy brush. And I'm going to just pack this on top of the concealer. And I like using a glowy-ish setting powder underneath the eye. I've been doing that recently, and I really like it. Do my contour with my Avon Magic Wand. Y'all already know how much I love this. It's just like my favorite cream contour product, and I'm just gonna put this up pretty high on my cheekbone because I like how that lifts my face. I feel like it kind of makes it look like a Instagram filter. And Blend that out, and then let's put some on the tip of my nose. Blend that out. Underneath the jawline. Blend that out. 3 lines like that, and then blend that out. I don't think either I have like contour products from TJ Maxx. I have to see if I can find one to try with you guys next time I film. I didn't want to get too many products though, because honestly I didn't want to overwhelm you guys with so many, so I thought it would be more fun if I had like a few select products and they're like major categories like eyeshadow and foundation, concealer. I thought that would be a little bit more fun. I am going to bronze with this Revlon Skin Lights in Sunlit Glow. This is such a pretty summer bronzer. This has been in some of my favorites videos. That's the most like delicious bronzer. Oh my goodness. If you like a glowy bronzer, you gotta pick this up and get it at Walmart because it is cheaper there, and I will of course link these products for you guys. When I don't feel like contouring my nose, I just kind of like put a lot of bronzer like this, and then I just put a strip of highlight down the center. And from that same Skin Lights collection, I think I've used this in a past drugstore tutorial. It's this Revlon Daybreak Glimmer highlighter. This is a dupe for the Reezy highlighter that is now discontinued. So if you couldn't get your hands on that one, or you know it was too expensive, this one is literally like the same thing, and it's one of my favorite dupes, and it's so pretty and like glowy. Look at that. Bam, bam. It's so pretty. So had to charge my camera because this thing dies really quickly, this camera. So I got this also from TJ Maxx. It's a mini of the NARS Orgasm blush, one of my absolute favorite blushes. It is, oh, it just always looks good with every eye look, and I think it's one of my most favorite blushes ever. So I'm just gonna pop this a little bit on my cheek, not all the way over here, a little here, and then pull it backward. And if you want to like just blend a little bit of the contour and the blush, I'm just gonna swirl the foundation brush. And it also gives a really pretty glow on the cheeks. We are towards the end here, and we just really have lips left. I do have a product I got at TJ Maxx. It is from Marc Jacobs. It is their Pout Liner Longwear Lip Pencil. This is my first time trying out a Marc Jacobs lip pencil, so let's see what this looks like. The color was really pretty. It's called Slow Burn, and these have great reviews on his website, and a lot of people were saying like it's their favorite lip liner. So I love a good lip liner, and if I have a chance to get one that's high-end for a cheaper price, I'm all over it. That's why I love TJ Maxx and Marshalls. $26, but they are on sale on his website for $13, although it looks like there's only one color available, Honey Bun, which is still a really pretty color. Once I went ahead and I moisturized my lips, and I also went ahead and exfoliated them and put some lip balm on. Sanitize this. I made a TikTok on how I sanitize lip liners from TJ Maxx. So we're just gonna do a little overlining action. I saw a really pretty picture. Someone put this all over their lip. Of course their lip was, it had like lip injections, so it looked, you know, really good. It's a creamy nude rose color. I would love to get more shades. I will definitely collect these if I find more. Definitely could see myself wearing this all over the lip because it is so pretty. A little combo of stuff that I've got from TJ Maxx and Marshalls. So first up is this Too Faced Peach Perfect lipstick in the shade Dollface. This really pretty warm nude. I'm gonna put that on first. I got this a couple years ago, and I love the scent of this. That is gorgeous with the lip liner. That with this Bare Minerals matte lipstick in Kissy Face, one of my favorites. And I'm just gonna put that on like the outer edges. To do all this, I'm just being super extra. I like to layer lip products. And then on top of that, I'm going to take the Jouer Lip Topper in Frostbite. These smell so good, and I love this color. I'm just gonna pop that. Oh my gosh, they smell like cupcakes. You can get these for like $4 now at TJ Maxx. It's crazy. I love this combo. I love the lip liner. Oh my gosh, you guys, if you see those, grab them. They are so good. This is like the perfect color. Be like obsessed with it because I loved how creamy it was, how it applied so beautifully. So I cannot wait to snag more shades of those. Here is the completed look, and I am back to just kind of put a bow on this, wrap it all up, and kind of give you my final thoughts on everything. First off, I will say I absolutely love how the makeup came out. I am so happy with the final look. I feel like this is something that I would wear totally like on a daily basis. It's very glam, but it's also not too much at the same time. Like, I don't feel like I'm wearing a ton of makeup. Like, I feel glammed up, but I don't feel like super like cakey or like, oh my gosh, like I feel like I have a good amount on, and I feel like this is like just the right amount. Okay, so let's talk about the first product I used, which was the Cara Beauty eyeshadow palette. Honestly, you guys, phenomenal. I am just, again, really impressed by this brand, by the colors. I absolutely love this eyeshadow, and I would 100% use this again. I would use it weekly. I would use this on if I was doing someone's makeup. I love the colors in here, and I am so glad that I snagged this, especially for only $5. Highly recommend picking this up, you guys. It is just like ColourPop. I think in my last video I said Cara Beauty is the ColourPop of TJ Maxx and Marshalls, and I still stand by that statement. I think these are amazing shadows. The quality is wonderful, and you can get an amazing look that looks like high end. And I tell you guys, the trick is that cut crease. Do that concealer cut crease and you will look flawless, okay? The next item I used was the Marc Jacobs mascara primer. I thought this did an amazing job at thickening up my lashes. So if you're looking to make everything look a little bit more like in your face, definitely pick this up. I liked the nude tone of it. I thought that was really interesting. Maxx is from the drugstore, but I think this mascara is amazing, and I think you guys would love it. I will link this down below for you guys if you want to check it out. I love how my lashes came out. They were very thick and full, and I did add some lashes just to the side, and I feel like that totally just makes the look now. Adding that half lash on the outer corner is where it's at, you guys. Then the next thing I tried was this BeautyBlender foundation. You guys, okay, I think my skin looks really nice. Let me take another look in the mirror. Yes, oh yes, I love the way my skin looks right now. I think what I love the most is how light it is, but it also has really nice coverage. This could be a new favorite. I'm so happy that I picked this up. I'm just actually seeing now it says made in Italy. That is really cool. I would definitely pick up another shade of this. Probably gonna get a darker shade for when I'm more tan, because I think this is so good. Again, I'm gonna have to see how it wears. It is a little later in the day. Jacobs concealer, I'm definitely gonna be playing around with this a bit more. I liked how big the wand was. It was very easy to blend out. It's a nice in-between concealer if you don't want something that's completely like full coverage. I think it's a nice actual match with the BeautyBlender foundation because they just go really well together, actually. So I will most definitely be using this combo again. And I think this color light was really good if you're the same skin tone as me. Overall, I feel like everything was 10 out of 10. I loved all the products, and I'm so happy I was able to film this video for you guys and do these little product reviews. And this is like my favorite way to try out makeup, especially high-end makeup, because I bought it at a discounted price. That just makes it so much more fun. I know Cara Beauty isn't really considered like high-end, but it's fun to try out these brands that you like always see at TJ Maxx. Products that I spot every week, I finally get to try them out for you guys. So let me know what you think of this look, or are you gonna try and pick up any of these products? Comment down below. I would love to hear from you guys. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you do like tutorials, please give this video a thumbs up. I appreciate it so much. It helps me know that you guys enjoy these and you still want to see them. Love and appreciate all of your support. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!